Hello, friends. I hope you're ready for Mermaid May. Hello. hello. Welcome back and welcome aboard. If you are new here, my name is Jess and this is Book Tea with Jess. In this video, I'm going to go over my loose May TBR pile of possibilities, inspired by mermaids, sirens, selkies. You get the gist. And also providing you with some life updates as well. So I'll get into the life updates just to get them out of the way. I'm going to be really short and sweet about it, as I don't want to make this into like a pity party. May is going to be a crazy month. I just lost my maternal grandmother this week to terminal cancer. She had colon cancer and had been battling that for 2 years. So next week I'll be driving to Indiana to spend time with family and honor her memory at her Celebration of Life memorial. And in the past 6 months, I have lost both my paternal and maternal grandmothers. So it's been a little rough, to say the very least, this last 6 months. I'm hanging in there. But if I don't seem very engaged in my social media, that would be the reason. And also, being somebody who suffers from Crohn's disease, whenever I am in emotional distress, I do have flare-ups, and it's contributing a lot to my absence on social media as well. So that's a thing, and I just wanted everybody to be aware of that. So for the rest of April's wrap-up, that'll be in a separate video. As some of you know, my reading theme for April was Titanic books, both fiction and nonfiction. And I'm working on the script for that video right now. And I need to gather all the books and the information and everything that I've written down and put it all in one place so it's all cohesive and I can make it into a video. So getting into Mermaid May. This theme was inspired by 2 books that I already had on my shelf, and that's Into the Drowning Deep by Mary Grant and The Salt Grows Heavy by Cassandra Caw. And these books kind of just inspired the whole month for me because they're about like dark mermaid horror siren stuff. So I'm really interested in exploring like horror, sci-fi, fantasy, mermaid stories this month. I may or may not get to all of these listed as usual, but we'll see what I get up to. So to get into the list, here are the titles and a synopsis for each book. There are a bunch of books that I put on a list on Goodreads, but I prioritized 8 of them to speak about in this video today. And I figure I probably won't, if I even read 8, I probably won't get past 8 for sure, depending on everything that's going on right now. So the first book is Into the Drowning Deep, the aforementioned book, and it is horror sci-fi. And years earlier, while filming a mockumentary about mermaids, a voyage to the Mariana Trench on the research vessel, a Targetus, mysteriously ends in tragedy. The entire crew is presumed dead, except for one survivor who has no memory of what happened. Now, a new crew of scientists, including marine biologists, journalists, and even a survivor of the first expedition, are returning to uncover the truth. As they dive deeper into dark waters, they soon discover that something monstrous and terrifying lurks beneath the surface. Yeah, I'm really looking forward to reading this one for sure. And this is the synopsis for the other aforementioned book, The Salt Grows Heavy by Cassandra Caw. This is horror. And in a decaying post-apocalyptic world, a mute plague doctor and a monstrous mermaid embark on a strange journey through a haunted forest. They discover a cult of feral children ruled by eerie saints that control them. As the mermaid confronts her past and battles her instincts, the bond between the two outcasts steepens. This novella explores themes of body horror, companionship, and the blurry line between monstrosity and humanity. The next up is A Sweet Sting of Salt by Rose Sutherland. This is fantasy. And in A Sweet Sting of Salt, Jean Langille, a midwife living in 1830s Nova Scotia, becomes involved with a mysterious young woman named Miriam. Jean discovers that Miriam is part of a world that is both strange and magical, revealing deep secrets about her past, and she suspects that she may be a selkie. As their bond grows, Jean is forced to confront her own past and beliefs about love, identity, and freedom. This novel beautifully weaves together themes of magic, sacrifice, and personal transformation. Next up is Chlorine by Jade Song. This is horror. Chlorine follows the story of a young, ambitious swimmer who is obsessed with perfection and the pursuit of athletic excellence. As she trains tirelessly in the pool, she begins to confront the cost of her dedication, including her strained relationships and her body's growing rebellion. The swimmer's obsession with winning blurs the lines between personal desire, self-destruction, and the expectations placed on her by others. This haunting coming-of-age novel explores themes of identity, obsession, and the dark side of striving for greatness. It is also described as having a fair amount of body horror in it, so be forewarned. This next book is called Lure by Tim McGregor. It's dark fantasy and horror. Casper is a young boy living in a remote fishing village, nestled between the mountains and the sea, cut off from the outside world. Life is difficult for him and his family, who survive on the meager offerings given to his father, the village reverend, by local fishermen. During a full moon, a fierce storm strikes the village, bringing with it the mysterious appearance of a lure maid from the ocean. The superstitious villagers, upon spotting the creature, quickly decide to try and hunt it down. This impulsive decision sets the stage for inevitable and dangerous consequences. Next up is All the Murmuring Bones by A.G. Slatter. It is dark fantasy folk horror. All the Murmuring Bones is a dark, atmospheric fantasy set in a world where old folklore and dangerous secrets intertwine. The story follows Marion, a young woman living in a decaying coastal manor, who is caught between family legacy and the mysterious powers of the sea. When her family's tragic past resurfaces, Marion is forced to confront the dangerous truths about her lineage and the deep magical forces that threaten everything that she holds dear. With themes of family, vengeance, and the pull of ancient magic, this novel explores the cost of uncovering long-buried secrets. The seventh book that I have on my list is Whispers of the Deep by Emma Hamm. This is a fantasy romance. Mira is an engineer in Beta, a city beneath the sea, determined to prove herself and make her family proud by helping the city thrive. While working alone in an abandoned part of Beta, she encounters an ancient and legendary creature, an undine, a dangerous merman from a long-lost civilization. I hope I pronounced that correctly. And I apologize if you hear some rustling around. My cats are being quite silly. Argus, the Undine, has fought for his people's survival and plans to destroy Beta to protect his kind from their enemies. After Mira saves him, a mysterious bond forms between them, and he can't ignore it. Despite his initial intention to use her for information, Argus realizes their connection is deeper than he thought, and they must decide if love can survive the war brewing beneath the waves. I just realized that I have 9 books on this list instead of 8, like I said earlier, so I apologize for that. So this next book will be the 8th book on the list, and this is Gills by Abe Moss. I do believe this is on Kindle Unlimited, and I believe that the last book was on Kindle Unlimited as well. So yeah, definitely check to see if you are a subscriber. So Gills is fantasy, horror, sci-fi. And Georgia Woodrow hasn't been the best daughter, especially since it's been years since her last visit home. But when she gets a late night call from her father, she feels compelled to return. Her 16-year-old sister has mysteriously disappeared, vanishing without a trace, leaving behind no clues whatsoever. There are no signs of a struggle, no friends or lovers involved, and nothing missing from her room. As Georgia digs deeper into her sister's life, she uncovers a disturbing secret that pulls her towards the town's eerie shores, where answers might lie. And this is the 9th book of the list. This is The Deep by Rivers Solomon. I would probably check content warnings before diving into this one, as this one might have some emotionally upsetting themes. This is dark fantasy and sci-fi. In the Deep, the Wajinru, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly, are water-dwelling descendants of pregnant African slave women thrown overboard during the transatlantic slave trade. Their society is built upon a collective memory, with one individual, the historian, bearing the weight of their shared past. Yetu, the current historian, finds the burden overwhelming and seeks escape on the surface world. As she uncovers truths about her people and herself, Yetu must confront the complexities of memory, identity, and community. So yeah, thank you for hanging out with me and going over this list of books that I might possibly read this month. Who knows? I might go an entirely different direction, just depending on how I feel. But this is what I'm thinking about at the moment. And to conclude this video, I would like to say thank you for sticking around to the end, if you made it to the end. If you did get to the end of this video, go ahead and leave a mermaid emoji in the comments, or, talk about books if you want to. Tell me what you like, what you don't like, if you read any of these books, if you have any recommendations. There's my cat, Janet. She's walking behind me. And as always, please do all the YouTube things, like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell, help your girl out. Helps get my channel out there to like-minded people who read similar things. And sorry if the beginning of my video was a little bit of a bummer. But that's life sometimes. Please take care of yourselves. Drink water. Touch grass. Hug your loved ones. And I will see you in my next video. Goodbye, friends.